us when you're ready. Morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Frank Justin coming to you from Plum Lake, northern Wisconsin, for WAEO Television Channel 13 Rhinelander. This morning we're covering the Plum Lake Invitational for the Walking Wounded of Wisconsin. We have with us and qualifying for this particular match Mr. Steve Riga of Bayview Savings and Loan, and we have Mr. Fritz Krause of Laddish Forge, who is representing 5,000 employees. Mr. Riga represents about 3. To qualify for this, the Walking Wounded tournament, Mr. Riga sustained a very serious injury while falling over a Mott's paint can, trying to hide some $7,000 in silver coins from the IRS in the basement of Stray Lowe's hardware store. Mr. Krause qualified for the tournament by laying around Laddish Forge, and somebody mistook him for a piece of steel, put him in a crankshaft forge, and he looks like he does today. Mr. Riga has said that Krause could not play his way out of a paper bag, cannot hit his hat, and is a total asshole. And how do you respond to that, Mr. Krause?
I'm not going to say much about that right now. I want to clarify that thing about the crankshaft.
Yes.
It was not a crankshaft.
What was it?
No, it was a landing gear.
Oh, that was a landing gear. We stand to be corrected on that. Mr. Krause now looks like a landing gear, not a crankshaft. And Steve, what is your strategy for today?
My strategy is to let Fritz get overconfident. I'll probably let him win the first 3 or 4 holes, and then when he gets overconfident, then I'll let him have both barrels. Then I'll start playing.
That's what you said in the last tournament, and you were roundly defeated.
Yes, but I didn't start playing until the match was over.
Yes, we all noticed that. Now, if you gentlemen will gather up your balls and do a little practicing, we'll meet you on the first tee. Pleasure to speak to you.
Thank you.
Here we are again on the first tee of Plum Lake Golf Course. The noted Fritz Krause is about to address the ball. Fritz is covered by a cloud of gnats around his head at the moment. It was suggested earlier that a shower or bath would be apropos. Seems to be a little argument already between the two antagonists. A light swing shows the flawless form of Mr. Krause. Krause has entered 47 tournaments this year. He has placed 14th as his best score. Mr. Riga is very supportive of Fritz's play, always screaming encouragement. They're now arguing about who is to hit first, both of them realizing that they could well shank the ball into the woods.
That means Melnick.
Mr. Krause addresses the ball. The backswing. Beautiful shot, slightly to the right of the fairway, up on the hill. Something for Mr. Riga to shoot at. Mr. Riga is very well prepared, has no balls, no clubs. This tournament is brought to you by Sedlak Chevrolet, who suggests if you didn't buy your car from Sedlak, maybe you didn't get screwed last time. And now it's Mr. Riga's turn. This large gallery is fallen to a hush as he addresses his ball. The winner will receive some $14 worth of Baby Ruth bars. Very well hit. Our cameraman today is Mr. Blamar.
Now here we have Frank Justin on the tee. Going to give it all.
Mr. Krause has selected the driver, his ping driver, for his next shot. His confidence is really high. He got a 5 on the last hole where he normally gets a 9 or a 10. So now he's addressing the ball with his driver. Our cameraman today, Mr. Alan Blameyer, qualifies for the walking wounded contest by being completely covered in epoxy. And in fact, he has just recently released from the Institute for the Criminally Unsightly, and we probably won't see much of him on camera today. Mr. Riga selects a favorite tee, one of the many mementos of hundreds and hundreds of tournaments where he caged all kinds of free balls and tees and whatever else was available, free meals and
lunch every day.
it's a well-hit ball over the right-hand side of the fairway. Very playable. Mr. Riga has complimented Mr. Krause. However, he doesn't really mean a word of it. Well hit ball right down the middle of the fairway. Clears the hill.
Five on the last hole. He's putting his ball down. Eye in the situation. And he's going to take one healthy cut. There it goes. He almost outdrove Steve Riga. In fact, he did outdrive. Yes, he did. No, a little short.
Do you have to focus that every time? No? It's focused. It was focused for what? For up here?
Yeah.
It didn't look super sharp.
Hey.
Well, it doesn't.
Hey, you talk by the house. Come on. Yeah, go ahead, talk by the I'm nervous. I'm real nervous. Frank Justin, the commentator, is now on the tee and is using a ping wood.
Frank Justin, commonly known as the Walrus, because he looks and plays so much like Craig Stadler, just hit a terrific tee shot off of number 2. Looks like about a 272-yard drive.
Registered to someone else, probably. Yeah, get rolling, Mike.
Get going, Mike. You got a long way to go.
What the hell do you think this is, your birthday?
You want us to carry him on the way back? Give him up to 6 hole. We can ride in our car. Tape where you are, huh?
Oh, thank you.
Are we in your way here?
I never saw that one. I don't know where the... Oh, I see it now. It's a long one. Nice one. A well-hit ball by Steve Krause. Everything is all tied up at the end of the second hole with fives all around. Steve's wanted us to know that his shoes were 17 years old. It's one of his few good investments.
Oh, he's coming back. He's just lining up the shot. We're supposed to hit you.
Whoa.
You better take that one back.
All right.
Downhill line.
Am I really? Maybe roll down the hill. No?
Could be. Could be. He had another good one. He had two good
There's
ones in a
Fritzy
row.
up there.
You must be older than us, huh?
Yeah.
A little more trash out in the wilderness.
That was more about my last martini.
Yeah.
Nice hit.
Right where I wanted
Right
it.
where, right.
Very good. Very good.
Right in the middle. Here's Frank, the Walrus Stadler on the tee. Just received his instructions from Fritz, the pro, and he wishes
He's now working it out of his pants, and within a half an hour or so he'll be ready to resume play. There we go. We're all ready to play now.
You know what, Steve?
What?
We can
with a 6 iron.
Oh, don't go. Bob it. Dummy.
Lost the microphone.
Oh, there it is. The fourth hole, pardon me, is a par 3. The hole is down in a bowl ringed by those fir trees you see in the distance and guarded in the front by 2 traps. The flag is just barely visible and is some 12 feet high. Anything that lands in the bowl has a tendency to run to the green. An interesting golf hole. There seems to be some discussion about the use of clubs. Mr. Krause is trying to get Mr. Riga to use a club he's unfamiliar with.
Yes.